I think this one's just kind of going to be, at least as far as topic is concerned, this one's just going to be venting kind of stuff. It might not even sound like that as much as I think I just have a lot of thoughts that I just kind of need to get out. Um, First, I think would have to be how I don't really know how to handle free time. I've never really been big on hobbies and stuff. Um, Back in high school, I used to just like in my free time I would just exercise and work out and stuff. And now suddenly college hits and I don't really know how to take care of myself physically. I can feed myself and I can sleep and I can bathe, but that's about as far as it goes. I still stretch. That's about the only thing I do is I stretch. I don't run anymore. Like I said, I ride my bike to work, but that's not really much. But yeah, free time is just sort of this alien thing to me. So a lot of the time I'm just sort of walking around, not really know what to do. And I actually woke up this morning. See, I woke up at like 9:30, which was a super accomplishment for me. And so I felt pretty good about that because that means I'm getting back onto a schedule. I actually went to bed at about 12:30 or something, so that was nice. So at least sleep is looking like it's gonna fall back into where it should be or where I'd like it to be. Even though I have no really huge schedule, I like to stay somewhat regular to keep my system working properly. Because I noticed the difference between uh, having some sort of plan for how my day's gonna go and then not, or at least not following it because I don't know, just not just like emotionally, but I just sort of feel like my whole body's just sort of out of place. Like I'm out of sleep schedule, and then all of a sudden I'm not eating the way I'm supposed to, or I'm not eating when I usually eat, and stuff like that. And waking up, and actually the last couple mornings have been really nice because I've actually been able to be awake for the morning, and that was really interesting. Um, like yesterday, I think I woke up at 4:30 or something, 4 to 4:30, and I tried going back to sleep, but I just couldn't. And actually, even like right now, I've been kind of feeling kind of tired. And let's see, it's Saturday right now. I gotta go to work tomorrow at noon. It's about 3-ish, between 3 and 4. Uh, and I'm already feeling tired. I don't know why. I only woke up, not all that long ago. And I haven't really been doing all that much. And I've actually been eating pretty much non-stop. Like right now, not eating. It's probably the first time I've actually stopped to take a break from eating today. I've been eating a lot. I don't know why. Um, I've been having a lot of ideas for stories and stuff because I wanted to get back into writing. Having done a couple little stories and things last year in college, not for classes either, just things that hit me and I wrote them down. One big one I had Kevin, Jim, Anthony, and I think that's it. Yeah. I also had I had Sam read it too. And actually, most recently, I had a friend of mine from high school, Lauren. I had her read it. That was like the first big thing in writing that I've done in a long time, and that was from all the feedback I'd gotten. Apparently, it was rather successful, and it was just sort of one of those things that hit me, and I wanted to get back into it. Like that was just sort of my inspiration to myself. I was like, all right, well, I can still write, so why don't we start doing something with all these ideas that I have? I think his ideas will hit me out of nowhere, and they'll only last for little spurts between like 2 minutes and 20 minutes, and I'll actually just talk. And I'm always by myself when I talk too. I'll just be going to the bathroom, or I'll be getting something to eat in the kitchen, and then no one will be around. So I'll just start up a dialogue between two or more characters about something going on, in no particular time or place, just about some situation. And like I don't know if that's normal. Like I know people talk to themselves. That's one thing, but it's sort of like I know that line, and I say that line, but it's this phrase from the Bible. I don't remember where exactly, Matthew something, where it was like, "From abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh," or something like that. And I think with me, it's just sort of like an abundance of the mind, and I can't just sort of recycle those things. They just come out. and it's almost always while I'm by myself. Like my mind's turned that into sort of like an auto save thing, where it's like when people are around, we can't have this happen. We can't like just let things come out. Just let them sit there, and once in a while I'm alone, unconsciously or subconsciously, my brain's just like, okay, you can do this now, and I'll just start up conversations with myself and stuff. Like even this right now, just this whole talking to no one thing, but knowing that someone will probably listen to this, it's kind of like that. But I'm not actually like starting up any dialogue stories, and like I said, I can't really nail down any real ideas that I have for stories and stuff. It's just I'll just have a line of dialogue or two between two characters about some situation in some place. It's all incredibly vague, but it'll just hit me, and I'll just talk them out and act them out. And that's actually kind of one of the nice things about having the apartment mostly to myself. My mom's downstairs at the moment, and I'll just have room to be other people in different situations, at different places, at different times. And I think that's kind of nice because that allows my imagination to sort of exhaust itself out instead of building up, I guess. But I think building up is kind of what brought on why I wrote that story that I had a couple people read just recently. But that actually hit me after I'd stayed up for over 72 hours straight. I think I was well up into 80 hours actually. And out of nowhere, I was just like, I gotta get this out. And so then I just opened up a Word program on my computer and I just started typing away. I think 4 hours later, a couple pages in, I'm just like, I didn't really get where I wanted to go, but I like where this is going. But I can't keep going because I feel like I'm gonna collapse, so I just sort of saved it there and went to bed finally. And I just continued it from there at some point. But yeah, so I don't want to have to wait another 72 hours before I start writing something again. I want to actually just act upon some of these ideas that I'm having and hopefully make something of it. Because I remember back in high school and middle school, writing was a really big thing for me, and that's how I got a lot of my ideas out and stuff. But I don't know, I think it's just because I don't feel it anymore. The ideas are there, but I can't feel them. I think it's just because I act them out. I think if I didn't, go into those random little tyrants, or what is it called? Tangents. Those like little tangents of just talking to myself, through these other people, or through myself of these other people and stuff like that, and these different situations. I think if I didn't do that, if I didn't vent them out that way, I would actually feel it and then be able to write them down and make something of them. But even then, I kind of feel like writing them out would only allow them to just sort of hit a page or two, and then I'd be done. Who knows though? Because that other story just sort of carried on. Like it really just took a life of its own, and took on a life of its own, and became something else, and that was kind of cool. And I actually haven't even finished it. I got to a point where I just sort of lost inspiration, and everybody else I've talked to so far says, you've gotten as far as you have, you might as well finish it. And I don't know, it's not there anymore, and so I might pick it up later. I don't know. But yeah, sleep seems like to be it's getting back on as long as I don't take a nap anytime soon, because napping is actually bad from what I hear, because it throws off sleeping and all that stuff. Um, Eating has been kind of out of control, but that's just sort of today. Just been eating kind of nonstop, and I've been trying to drink water more, which is probably the only good thing that's coming out of that. And story ideas, kind of all over the place, and nothing being nailed down. So I'm just trying to. I kind of feel like I'm trying to catch them with like one of those flycatcher things or something. They're flying around. I just can't actually get anything, but they're there. Uh, Man, there's probably a bunch of other stuff I wanted to talk about. I saw a movie recently that was pretty good. I wanted to do a movie review on, but that kind of turned out to be crap. And I really want to see some of my friends sometime soon because I don't know what's going on. I actually ended up kind of missing out on something, I think, a couple days ago. So hopefully something else will be going on. But I'm kind of running out of time, so hopefully I'll have something a little more concrete for you next time. And so Yep, that was me just sort of venting stuff.